What's up, guys? It's Super Elective right here, and I think I'm gonna mix it up a bit. I'm gonna go to Showdown for a bit today, and I'm basically gonna be playing OU. I'm not really into the other tiers. I do have a Uber team, but it's not very good. So yeah, right off the bat, I'm just gonna assume that Tyrantrum is gonna be the main Stealth Rock lead or Ferrothorn. So fighting should be able to take it out pretty easily. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with my Mega Medicham. So, I believe he's actually going to be faster. So, I want to go into something that can take a hit. Um, it'll probably have to be. Actually, this guy's a bulky one, so it shouldn't be too bad. He's actually going to go for the fake out, which I did predict right there. Because almost all of them have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and he might use knockoff, and that's gonna be pretty bad. But none of my Pokemon can really take a knockoff, so I'm just gonna go for a Stealth Rock there as he switches out. And I'm gonna see how much Earthquake's gonna do. It's not gonna do too much. Does a good solid 38, and he does miss his Leech Seed, so that's good for me. So I can just keep going with Earthquake there. It's not enough, so he's just gonna go for a Power Whip, and I should be able to beat him up. He is not holding leftovers for some reason. I'm not sure why. So he's actually gonna hold Leech Seed. I'm just gonna assume he's gonna go for a Protect now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Tentacruel because I'm just gonna assume he's gonna go for a Protect, but he may not. He's actually gonna Protect his Switch, which is pretty smart. But I do have Liquid Ooze, so it's actually not gonna do anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for a knockoff just in case. He switches, of course, but he actually does not switch, and I do get hurt by Rocky Helmet, but I do have Liquid Ooze, so I believe, actually, I did not know that Liquid Ooze prevents Leech Seed from happening. I mean, it doesn't present, I didn't know, sorry, let me rephrase that. I did not know that, Liquid Ooze, prevents, let's see, not prevents, like, afflicts Liquid Ooze damage, so that's pretty cool. But, let's see. Don't think I need to knock off. I don't see hazards coming right now, although that Tyrantrum will come in later with hazards. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for my AV Snorlax, because I want to save this guy for just in case. It's actually going to go for a Psyshock, and that's not going to do a thing. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Scald, hope for a burn. But of course, if I don't get it, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's only a 30% chance. I don't know why everybody thinks it's such a great big chance. It's a lot more than anything else, but 50% chance I can understand, but 30 is not, you know, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna assume he's gonna go for a hyper voice, and he actually does. So as I hit the Scald, I do not get the burn, so I'm gonna need to go ahead and go for that regenerator boost right there. He's actually gonna go for hyper voice again, and that just one KOs my Bisharp. Did not expect it to do that much. And I'm actually gonna go into my Mega Medicham now. Mega Evolution and go for the fake out. He's actually going to switch, which I'm okay with. Just noticed he named everything Tomato, and his name's Tomato, so yeah. But this guy's going to be a physical wall, and I'm just going to assume he's going to go for a Calm Mind right now. And this is a Crocoon, which I really hate. But if you've seen me use it before, I'm going to go ahead and go for the knockoff. And I do have Haze on this guy, so I just got to keep this guy alive. Shouldn't be too hard, so yeah. First, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those leftovers. I better not get burned, and I don't, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Haze right now. As he goes for another Calm Mind. So as I get that leftovers recovery, I'm just going to keep going Haze until he stops using Calm Mind. So that's just about it. So yeah, he's going to go for Scald there. I cannot afford to get burnt, to be honest. But I'm going to go ahead and go for Volcarona. And I just got to hope that I don't die. Yeah, I don't die. So yeah, I'll be able to survive another one, and I do have Giga Drain to regain some health, so I'm actually gonna go for a Quiver Dance right there in case he actually does set up. So he's actually gonna set up. So I'm actually gonna go for the Actually, I'm gonna go for another Quiver Dance because I can. I won't die, so Ambipom's fake out is gonna really kill me though, so I just gotta regain enough health because he is not actually getting a leftovers boost, so that's really nice. And that does lower the HP enough so I can take another one. And but yeah, that Ambipom's still gonna be dealing some great damage to me, so yeah, we gotta watch out for that. At least I do have leftovers, which is really good considering that I almost considered putting Life Orb on that, but that was actually a mistake. So I'm glad I decided to go with leftovers because now I can take an Ambipom fake out and still survive. And he's actually not going to go into the Ambipom, which is pretty surprising, actually. So I'm just going to go for a Giga Drain. Should deal some massive damage, and, yeah, just want to KOs him. So I don't have to worry about Rapid Spin support anymore, as Tentacruel will do a great job. Even though Tentacruel does a great job, I don't really need it. So I'm going to go for Fiery Dance. Now he's just going to go for the Fake Out. You know, it's just what I expected. So this is actually a burn. Hope it's not Sucker Punch, but I'm going to go ahead and go for the Giga Drain now, because I do need that. Okay, so he actually just forfeited, so I'm just going to close that match right there, and go for another one. Yeah. Apparently, I did not know this, but forfeiting actually makes you lose less points than you do before, so I guess that's why everybody forfeits. But when you go over to Poke Battle, over here's Poke Battle, you know, you don't. So a lot of people just randomly forfeit there, which is, you know, a complete waste of time there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Mega Medicham just because it's pretty good. It's a great start, you know. Oh, it's lagging. That's why the timer's not working. But yeah, the one problem with Showdown and why everybody hates it is not only because it bans everything, which a lot of Pokeball users actually make fun of, but in addition, they also have a lot of lag. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Mega Evolution, and Fake Out's pretty safe. I mean, I don't really see anybody that can really pose a threat, and I can just switch in. It's basically free damage, but I don't think he's gonna switch since it is a fighting versus a fairy, so don't think he's gonna switch there. And my Bullet Punch is not gonna do enough to beat him, if I recall correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Assault Vest, Slowbro, and the Moonblast is gonna do a good chunk, which is okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna hopefully hope that Fire Blast hits, and it does, but it doesn't do any damage. So, I'm gonna go into this my Tentacruel there and go for the knockoff and knock off their item as I get the Regenerator boost, as I can survive this, and they don't have any hazards. So this is just basically knockoff and haste support, and of course that occasional burn support. But I don't think any of the evolutions run items. So yeah. So luckily it is an Espeon, and it is super effective. And I knock off Assault Vest, so it's actually Assault Vest Espeon. And I'm gonna go ahead and go for a knockoff, just because it does a great amount of damage. So I'm not really sure why, but I'm actually faster. That does not make any sense to me whatsoever, but I'm faster than the Espeon. So I guess the Espeon is investing in bulk, and because it is an Assault Vest. But yeah, let's go for the Knockoff's probably better, but Quick Attack is not enough to beat me, so that knockoff will go ahead and get rid of that weakness policy, which, excuse me. So, I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, if I went with Scald, then yeah, that was bad. But that Quick Attack is actually enough the second time, to beat me up, so I'm going to go ahead and go into this guy now, my Landorus, and it's actually going to lower his attack, which is pretty helpful. So now I have basically a free chance for Stealth Rock, so that's good. If you don't know the names, I named these, I don't think I mentioned it before, but I named them after the people that I stole the names from. Wow, that superpower 120 base is actually not going to do anything, so... Stone Edge is a really safe switch in, so I think I'm just gonna go for Stone Edge. It does have low accuracy, but I can tank any hit pretty much. So, yeah, there's nothing really bad about that. But he's gonna send an Umbreon now, and I'm gonna go ahead and go for U-turn. It's not gonna do too much because it is a physical wall. But I will go into my Bisharp now and hopefully do a pretty decent sweep maybe, but I totally did not expect to predict the Toxic, to be honest. I wasn't predicting there, but that was just bad. But I would have expected him to go for Wish and not Toxic, although I can understand why he would go for Toxic. So Toxic or Wish, but I guess I just got lucky. So I'm actually gonna go for the Swords Dance. I believe that's what I clicked. To be honest, I don't remember right now because I was busy talking about predictions and whatnot. So he's actually gonna switch into his Jolteon, which is awesome because I do get off that Swords Dance, and that's just great. Now I can go for the Sucker Punch, hit him, want to KO him, and pretty much want to KO everybody on his team except for Umbreon. But Umbreon can't really touch me, except now. What do you call it? Foul play, foul play. It's gonna really touch this guy now because I am a ×2 attack, and in addition, I do have that's dark typing, which is really nice. The dark typing. So I'm gonna go for Sucker Punch again. No, he does have quick attack, but he's actually gonna go for Swords Dance, which is really interesting. But I'm just gonna keep doing Sucker Punch, just in case he hits. I don't believe he's gonna have quick attack, but wow, Leaf Blade. Okay, but yeah, I didn't kill him, so that kind of sucks. But wow, he's gonna keep going for Swords Dance, so he's actually gonna stall me out there. But I'm just gonna keep going with Sucker Punches. It doesn't really matter to me, because I still got the rest of my team to do it. So, yeah. So wow, he's actually not gonna. Interesting. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for knockoff now. And of course it misses. What the heck? Wait, how the heck did... Oh my gosh. Wow. Hacks much? Oh my gosh. He's holding some sort of bright powder or something that makes your 100% accuracy moves miss. Well, everything miss. So, wow, that was just kind of cheap. Nobody uses bright powder, to be honest. But then again, nobody uses these teams. So I think Bullet Punch should be enough to KO Sylveon now. I do have Pure Power, which is like huge power. And even with 80 base attack, Azumarill is now considered good. But then again, it does have access to Belly Drum, but it does get banned. So there are a lot of ban sets that are running around. So yeah. It's pretty much a good game already, so I'm just going to go for the high jump kick and watch it's going to miss. Oh my gosh, I predicted it. What the heck? What the heck? Just in case he goes for the Protect, I'm going to actually go for the Bullet Punch. Just in case he does have Protect. So yeah, he actually does have Protect, so just watch. He's going to use Protect, and he's going to get it a second time in a row, but I don't really care because, you know, like I said, I still have the rest of my team, so... I'm actually just gonna go ahead and go for the high jump kick again, but chances are he's... Oh my gosh, what the heck? Hacks much? Yeah. I should really add this to my hacks video. just gonna say that. But wow. But I'm just gonna go for the U-turn. Just keep U-turning out while my Slowbro and stuff die. So. I'm still guaranteed the win, so it does not matter too much for me. I'm just gonna, you know, just wait it out. There's really nothing you can do to win. It's a toxic, toxic protect. Those are the only two moves that I've seen. Oh, whoops, I should have done Volcarona because it does have Bug Buzz, but, oh, okay, so yeah, it's gonna be Wish Protect, so... while he protects, I'm actually going to go into my Volcarona, since that was a misclick there. Oh, yeah, so he's going to go for the Toxic, as I'm going to go for the Quiver Dance. I'm going to go for 2 Quiver Dances, predicting a Protect after this, after he Toxics me. Wow, he's actually going to go for the Foul Play, okay. He does get burned, though, so that's really funny. But I cannot be burned because I am a Fire type, and they made it so that Fire types can't be burned this generation, if I recall correctly. So, yeah. So he's going to go for the Toxic. I'm assuming he's going to go for the Protect now. So I'm going to go ahead and go for another Quiver Dance, just as I said about 2 turns ago. And then I'm going to go for a Bug Buzz, and that Umbreon's dead. So, I mean, there's no way you can survive an attack from a 2.5 times special attack Volcarona. Especially Stab and super effective. So, yeah, this Umbreon's dead. So, there we go. And, wow, I'm in the 1200s already. I actually have 1204 left, so, or 1204, points. Wow. You go up so much faster on Showdown. Pokemon Showdown. So here's actually a decent looking team, and I'm just gonna assume that this Smeargle is gonna go first, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into my, Mega Metacham go for the fake out and stuff like that. And it's gonna take off a huge chunk of his HP. So that bullet punch is enough to finish off. Wow, what a great lead. But then again, Smeagol's stats are really low, to be honest. They are really low. His speed is only like in the 70s and stuff. But let's see. He might go for the Draco Meteor, and I don't think he's gonna have hazards on his Heatran or Garchomp, just because he does have a Smeargle. But I'm not gonna chance that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my Assault Vest Slowbro, and he's actually gonna go for the Psyshock, which is actually not gonna do anything. So I can go for an Ice Beam if I would like. I don't think it'll matter too much since, yeah, so Ice Beam is pretty nice. It does take off a huge chunk there, and I should be able to survive a Thunderbolt because I am Assault Vest, as long as it doesn't miss with some Bright Powder junk. So it doesn't, but I'm going to need to switch so I can save for that Ice Beam later. So, yeah. Let me start the timer there just to make sure. But this guy's pretty fast, so it's not that bad. I don't think I need the timer. But I'm going to go ahead and go into my Tentacruel now. This guy's, chances are, might be Mega Blastoise, and it is. So, honestly, I could pretty much stack this guy. Don't think I need it too much, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Scald, just in case I do get that burn chance, which is pretty helpful. I think the burn chance is pretty nice, even though I did say earlier in this video that it's not very reliable, but it is very nice. I mean, I get 10% special defense lowering stuff, so yeah. They all come in handy sometime, but most of the time when I hack somebody is when it's completely useless. So, yeah, that was just, you know, some random stuff. So, like I said, it's unreliable. I did not get the burn. I'm going to lower his attack right now as he goes for the Earthquake. Oh, he's actually going to go for the Swords Dance, so that's interesting. But I'm going to go ahead and go for the Stealth Rock as he goes for another Swords Dance. It's dangerous. For me, at least. But, I mean, this guy's complete special defensive bulk, so it shouldn't matter too much. I'm actually going to go back into my Tentacruel and then come back for that intimidate stuff. So, yeah. Just to make it safer, because this guy is a +4, I think. But, yeah, my Fake Out should be able to take him out. Actually, I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch. Should be able to take him out, no problem. He does have rough skin, and Rocky Helmet, which is pretty bad, so just, you know, using an attack really sucked. But, let's see, he's gonna go for the Lava Plume, to be honest. If I could guess it right, but I think a Sucker Punch is fine, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, so he's actually gonna go for Eruption. This is probably Scarftran, but actually no, they don't have Scarftran on here. Let's see, I'm going to assume that Blastoise is going to come in, so I'm going to go switch to Volcarona, just because I do want that Regenerator boost for later. So yeah, this guy might go for a Surf, but I'm going to go ahead and, okay, so he's actually going to go for Defog, which was completely unnecessary, to be honest. Because, first of all, he's already got 2 Rapid Spinners, although chances are that Blastoise is actually going to be a, chances are it's actually a, what do you call it? An offensive Blastoise, as I do see a lot of offensive Blastoise, and this Earth Power is not going to touch me. It does lower my special defense, but if I keep using Quiver Dances, it won't really matter. So yeah, this guy does not have leftovers, so yeah, I have no idea really. But hopefully I don't get hacks too much, but he does just forfeit, so it says ladder updating, but to be honest, I don't know if it's going to update. Okay, yeah, so I'm actually now at 1232, so yeah, Showdown and Poke Battles ladders are so different. But excuse me. So here's an interesting team. It's like a UU team. I don't know what tier Gyarados is in as of now. It moved around a lot. But Gengar is in OU, so yeah. As of right now, like I said, I don't really remember. So I'm gonna assume that that's a Scarf lead, Krookodile, or not Scarf lead, Taunt lead. As I do see a couple of them, I'm just gonna go for this one right here. He's actually gonna go lead with Gyarados. It's pretty smart. He's probably gonna go for the Dragon Dance. But I'm gonna go ahead and go into Slowbro. Hit him. I don't have Thunderball on this guy actually. Wow, it's actually a Thunder Wave. What the heck? Try Psyshock. Huh. Nobody runs Thunder Wave Gyarados, but wow, that is really something. Yeah, I never see Thunder Wave Gyarados, but you know, He's a wow substitute Thunderwave Gyarados. You know, I would just personally run Toxic instead of Thunderwave, but okay. Wow, I'm paralyzed, but it didn't really matter. So I'm actually gonna go for the Ice Beam with higher base power, but Scald. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go for Scald. Um, and that's gonna do a huge amount of damage. So I'm just gonna go into the Ice Beam just in case he does decide to switch, and he's actually not going to. So he's actually gonna knock off my Assault Vest, which is pretty bad. Yeah, that's really bad. But this Slowbro is useless now, pretty much because Slowbro is pretty much useless because not only do I not have the Assault Vest, but I'm also paralyzed, so whatever. Wow, he's actually going to go in for the substitute, just in case I am paralyzed, which is pretty nice. But I do, like, whenever I get criticals or hacks, it does not matter, like I said earlier, so he's just waiting for me to get the hacks. So yeah, that was really bad of me, but I can pretty much just switch into Tentacruel. No, I actually want to save the Tentacruel for Rapid Spinning. Let's go into Bisharp. Let's see. Substitute. I don't see. Let's see. I'm just gonna go for knockoff. Wow, it's actually Will-O-Wisp. Okay, luckily for me, it actually misses. So just in case he does go for this substitute, again. Wow. So he's actually gonna disable my knockoff. And I'm just gonna assume that he's gonna go for this the substitute now. So he's actually gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp. So my Swords Dance is actually gonna counteract it. Just in case he does go for this substitute again, I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Iron Head. Apparently Gengar's defenses are really low, so I should be able to beat him from full HP, even though I am this burned. But yeah, this guy's not bad. He can play pretty well. So considering who I've been facing, but then again, my rating is a bit higher. So my knockoff is still disabled. I don't really remember how long disable is. He's gonna keep burn stalling me, and of course Life Orb burn stalling, which I think is pretty smart. But so disable ended, so we might go for disable again. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for Iron Head. But this guy is leftovers, I believe. Yeah, so he's probably gonna go for the Sucker Punch again. So I'm gonna go for Iron Head. So he's actually not going to go for it, but yeah, my predictions aren't the best. So, let's see. I'm going to go for Tentacruel, so I'm going to go ahead and hit him off with the knockoff. Should be able to wipe him out, and then hopefully I have time to go for a Rapid Spin next. Let's see, he has Choice Spec, so I think I'm fine. He does hit me with a Side Shock, but it's okay. I do get off that Rapid Spin, which is pretty essential. Too bad I don't have Protect on this guy, to be honest. But I'm gonna go ahead and go for another knockoff, just in case he does decide to switch. But I don't think he will. He just finished on my Tentacruel, you know. But this guy's definitely one of the better people on this simulators out of the people who I've fought so far. He's probably not that great, but I'm not that great either. So. Gonna go for my Mega Medicham, just in case he does decide to go for the Gengar. I'm gonna go for the Psycho Cut to predict that Gengar switch. But I should. I don't know how fast I am. Okay, so he's actually not gonna switch. So yeah, that was bad. But yeah, that Gengar is gonna kill me. Oh well. I'm not sure how much Bullet Punch will do. Ooh, oh my gosh, that sucks. Oh well. I might lose this one. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Quiver Dance, just in case he does decide, because he can't really touch me after a Quiver Dance. I'm not sure if I outspeed him after a Quiver Dance, but his Shadow Ball is gonna be dealing a good chunk of damage, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and go for that Quiver Dance as he goes into his Gyarados, which is nice. And then let's see, Fiery Dance, no, Bug Buzz, Giga Drain is my only chance, to be honest. So let's actually go for the Thunder Wave, and I honestly really hate Thunder Wave Gyarados. It's pretty annoying, but it's really rare. So he's not gonna go for the Bounce. That's probably gonna kill me, to be honest. And I'm gonna go for the Giga Drain as he goes for the Bounce, and that's just gonna kill me. So he is burned, which is good, but yeah, game's over already. Now, the one thing he does not have is a rapid spinner, but game over. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn, but honestly, I'm dead. So yeah, because I'm burned as well. So yeah, I guess you could consider this a stall team. I would say this is a stall team. It's not really full on stall, but it is really stall-ish. In the Gengars or disable substitute Will-O-Wisp, that's pretty stallish, and then Gyarados is bounce toxic or bounce whatever Thunder Wave. So I would call that really stallish. But yeah. I really hate fighting stall or semi-stall. But I'm pretty much dead the next turn, so no matter what he does, I'm dead. So this Umbreon is just gonna kill me. So probably even gonna, yeah, protect, yeah. And Burn's gonna kill me right there, and that's it. So yeah, his rating's slightly higher than mine. His is 1269, and yeah. So how long has this video been going? Let's see. Whoa, 25 minutes. So I think that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. And of course, I finished off with a loss, but that's to be expected as you climb the ladder. You know, you fight tougher opponents. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.